Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video. We're going to break down SoFi today, go over the charts as we're pretty much, halfway through the day right now, and the entire market, well, I'm sure you guys saw, is down, and SoFi stock's down just over 0.5%. So cheers to that. We have to go over the charts, what I'm looking to do, and we'll break down some other stocks on the watch list, see what's going on in the market right now, which again, we're slipping. So, guys, at this point, SoFi is trading at $27 per share. And by the way, if you guys find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join my Patreon for my portfolio updates. We post those weekly. Private Discord as well. Link down below, pinned in the comments. You guys know where to find it. So, SoFi is down 0.6% now, trading at under 27, just under 27 a share. And you guys can see we're still slipping down here. This morning, we got down to 26.60, which that took the low out from the last couple of days. You can see here if I come back out. On Friday, we hit about, $27. Same thing on Thursday. Pretty much all last week, we held 27, 26, 80, you know what I mean? And we slipped through it today. We got down at 26.60. Then we saw a decent rally at open. You can see the intraday chart. If I pull it up, we had a nice rally at open, but that did not last, clearly. We went from 26.60 to 27.50-ish, 3%, but we got met with a wave of selling, right? And now we're right back down at 26.90, fighting to break through $27 per share. And we can see on this 1-hour chart, like I think I covered in the recent update, the inverse head and shoulders on SoFi is intact. You can see the left shoulder here. You can see the head right here, right? And then we have the right shoulder right here. So inverse head and shoulders is intact on SoFi. And the fact that we're down across the board on the indices is not helping SoFi today, right? I mean, guys, we're down on the Russell 0.75%. Same with the NASDAQ. Dow and the S&P each down 0.5%, so that's not helping SoFi here, right? But the inverse head and shoulders is still intact, and I'm thinking, hey, if we take out $28, which I know I've been saying that, but I'm still sticking to it, that is where the real breakout's going to come. Whether it's later today, which I doubt that's going to happen, in the new year, probably in the new year, that's what I'm looking for. $28 a share. That's been resistance all of December, no joke, all of December, and I feel like that's gonna change. And what did I say? I mean, we called this out. This is not something that is surprising. We got news that they did a public offering, right? $1.5 billion a couple weeks ago. What did I say when that happened? I said, guys, there's going to be a cap on SoFi stock in the short term. It's going to put a ceiling on the stock, if you will, and that's exactly what's happened. Over the last 4 weeks, has there not been a cap? There's been a cap, and we haven't gone anywhere between or above $28 a share, but I think that's going to change, as time goes on, the offerings in the rearview mirror, I think we're going to start to get that rebound, and SoFi hasn't just been flat all month. It's been flat pretty much since September. So all of Q4, right? September, October, November, or what? What was it? No, more than just Q4, right? It's been flat. So at this point, man, it's got to make a move. It's got to make a move. And the fact that we've consolidated the last 4 months and not, and we didn't dump and go back to the 20s, right? High teens, that's a very good sign that this valuation, the market buys it. It's kind of consolidating, forming a new base, right? That's a good sign. What would have not been a good sign is, again, if we tanked down to the high teens or the low 20s again, especially the high teens, that would have shown that, okay, it's not going to hold 25 or 30 at this point. That would not have been good. But the fact that we're holding the mid-high 20s, I like that. I like that on the charts. And again, that's leading me to believe, okay, we might be setting up for a pop in the new year, especially if the fundamentals continue to get better. Because at the end of the day, guys, what drives stocks long term? It's fundamentals. It's earnings growth. It's overall growth of the company. So if we get some more quarters like that, especially here coming up in about a month, end of January, they report on the 26th, yeah, we could see a nice pop. Maybe even into that earnings report. Not guaranteed, though. We shall see. So that's a quick rundown on SoFi. By the way, guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I think 50% of you guys watch the content, but you're not subscribing. You're not hitting that follow button. So if that's you, make sure to do that. Cheers to you all out there for all the support, as always. So at this point in time, man, a lot of stocks are getting hit. It's not just SoFi. We have big companies like Meta taking a beat down today from, big tech, you name it, right? Oracle is down again on the day, 1.5%, which I think Oracle is another candidate for a run in the new year. I think we're going to get a run, quite frankly, in the new year. We have a bullish divergence on Oracle. You guys know I'm in these $200 calls that I am down on. I'm down on them, but I think I will make money, or at least, I think Oracle is going to do quite well. I can't guarantee that I'm going to make money on the calls. Can't guarantee I'm going to make money on anything, right? Can't do that in the stock market, guys. But I'm confident, I'll leave it at that I'll make money on those calls eventually. They expire end of March, so we do have some time there. Let's see what other big tech names are moving. Google is currently down about 0.75%. Google's been kind of mellowing out here over the last month and a half, which is to be expected after it had a ridiculous run, heading into December. It had a huge run up to 330. So we spent pretty much all of December kind of pulling back a little bit. But ultimately, man, it's still maintaining these moving averages. Google, Alphabet still is holding an uptrend. And I think there is more upside to be had in this one. I'm not buying more Google here, but I'm holding it. I sure am holding it, and it is one of my biggest individual stock holdings. It has been for years at this point. You guys know, if you've been watching my content for a while, that's been the case. And Netflix is another one that I'm eyeing up into the new year. I didn't buy Netflix yet, but if this thing somehow gets under $90, I doubt it will, or maybe it does, who knows. But I'm definitely going to buy under 90. I'm considering buying here in the low mid 90s, $93 a share. They trade currently at 29 times forward earnings. So if you believe the 2026 EPS estimates, 29 times forward earnings, it's by no means, a screaming bargain basement deal. I wouldn't say that, right? But it's getting to a point where it's attractive, that's for sure, or at least it's worth looking deeper into, or keeping on the watch list, the short list for not to short it, but to buy it, But I didn't do it yet. We're down 30% from highs. Obviously, the deal with Warner Brothers, Paramount, all the stuff's going on between all these companies. We'll see how that goes. But I think Netflix, it's a good company, very strong IP. Obviously, if this deal goes through for them, it's going to be phenomenal for Netflix long term. I kind of want to be a part of it for that reason, but I want to pay the right price. I'm not here to pay any old price, because in the stock market, price is what you pay, value is what you get, which is why I mentioned the 29 times forward earnings. Pretty decent, right? But I didn't buy it yet. And I think, yeah, if that forward P gets to a 20 to a 25, man, that'd be a great time to get in my opinion. Even here, it's honestly a good spot to start scaling in my opinion, although I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of, I'm almost there. I'm not on the fence on Netflix as a company. It's a great company. I'm on the fence for the price. Again, price is what you pay, value is what you get. I want to get in at the right price, or at least start scaling in at the right price, which we might be there now. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad idea to get there now, but I kind of want the mid-high 80s or maybe low 80s. I don't know if we get there, guys. Maybe I'm being a little too, hopeful there. But yeah, what do you think? I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates. See what I'm doing week in, week out. Be a part of the private Discord. All of that is linked down below. pinned in the comments, or simply go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video.